Oh, no, where's our cups?
They're right over there.
Okay, good. She's like, you want me to start it? I was like, yeah. I was like, no.
Going.
Yeah, no.
Once again, she hasn't seen my, like, new things. Oh, well, you don't even know what we're doing. Hi, we're back. So, this is a terrible intro. I'm not going to stop it.
We're back. It's part 2.
Yes, part 2. So, you should have just watched our We're Still.
Yeah. A reintroduction
of who we are.
What we still
in case you
are
missed
and
us.
What we still doing.
So a couple of, I told her I needed to do some housekeeping things. And she doesn't know everything I've listed, and I don't know everything she listed, although I did have to help her list some things. Rachel draws a blank when you tell her to tell you
like
about
10
herself.
To prepare for
but
this.
I mean, in general, when I'm like, tell me about yourself, she's like, literally.
Like in the last year, and for the first one, in the last year and a half, what are you still doing? What's the same? And I'm like, okay.
And then with the differences, I still had to help.
Oh, what's new? This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Housekeeping though, really fast. So years ago, when we posted our last post back in May of 2021, my husband informed me that it was a great post. However, my slurping and eating was inappropriate and distracting.
But the reason why she was eating
is because I was pregnant with Teddy, and we hadn't told anybody yet. I mean, she knew, but I get really bad morning sickness when I'm pregnant, and I had to eat, so I didn't puke. And it was kind of a touchy subject to be slurping pot roast in. I realized that. But at the same time, like, I wasn't going to puke on camera.
Or be abstinent from the chair in the bathroom.
So, that is why. Oh, and P.S.
Oh, those are the pants. The butt pants.
Can you see?
Kind of has a butt, huh?
Kind of.
You do.
With these pants. That was probably
Have you been doing squats, too?
I've been walking. Does that count?
I feel like you have a butt in general a little more than you used to.
I don't like this bra.
Maybe it's the pants. I don't know.
It's the pants.
Maybe I haven't like looked at your butt like.
It's because there was nothing to look at.
Well, I know, but you're like, see, these are the pants. Doesn't it look like I looked at your butt, you know?
Yeah.
But I haven't necessarily like looked at your butt recently to see.
Probably like terribly not figure flattering, but.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay.
Okay, so what's new? Oh.
Yeah, this is not new.
Cheers. Still the same.
It's like the worst nightmare over and over.
Hey, but we're not going to have any stress today after this.
No. Just a little mouth stress for 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
What's new?
What's happened in our lives in the last year and a half? I made this list in 5 minutes. So
I want to say this really fast.
I
what's
go
new?
through my camera roll, and
that was a good idea.
Oh yeah.
You know when like I have a weakness or like something embarrassing or bad has happened, and I like feel the need to share with everybody. So this is different. So I started doing a middle part. Okay.
Oh.
And partially it's because it looks better with my curls. However, the other part of this, and I didn't want to admit it, I don't even think I've told Tyler this, because I saw on TikTok that middle parts were lame, or I'm sorry, that side parts were lame, and nobody does that anymore. I thought I was above peer pressure.
You're not?
No. I mean, these are little TikTok creators that are like 20 years younger than me.
I did think about it this morning, but I didn't put it in my phone and I forgot it. But one of my I still don't do a middle part.
And I seriously, if you would have asked me a year ago, like, are you going to do a middle part? I'd be like, hell no. And now I'm like, I don't want to look old, so I guess we're going to do a middle part.
Do I look old?
No.
I am, however, not bleaching my hair for a while.
We're not sure how we're going to, like,
what we're going to do with it.
I say we, but it's because she's asked for advice. She had a pink wig on, and I actually really liked it.
Yeah, but that would still require bleach, I think.
No, not if you wear a wig.
Oh.
I would totally wear a wig.
Yeah. I'm thinking about extensions. Okay, so I guess what's been new?
This is totally
This is one of my things. My hair.
Now, I've
lost all my hair. My hair is so thin.
I mean, I don't see it as much as she sees it. I do see, the one she showed me, that it is thinner than it used to be. And I have a lot of empathy for her. And I've tried to research what is wrong.
I saw a picture from 2 years ago of me. And I was like, look how thick my hair looked and how long it was. It was like long. And then it was like thinning and like falling out. And so like I had to cut it because the ends were so like stringy. So I got like 5 inches off, and now it just like doesn't really grow, and it's still thin. So I'm now taking a hair supplement, just recently started.
And you're considering hair extensions. I did not know about this.
Well, so just like clipping, not like
I was gonna say. Damage. So I have been looking at extensions, not like the real expensive ones, but like just because when I put my hair up in a ponytail, I want like a big ponytail. I mean, does that surprise anybody? Like I want like a freaking horsetail. So in order for that to happen.
Do you know they have just the pony extension?
Yes, I have. I've seen those on Amazon. But then last night on Facebook, this ad popped up that was like track like clip-in. Yeah. And they looked really good.
My sister-in-law used those. I need to ask her where she got hers. Hers are great, and she just like clips them, like, you know, takes half her hair and clips them in there.
Yes.
And then like curls them.
They were only $40 a track, and it said if you wanted like medium thick hair, you needed like 3 of them, and like super thick hair, you needed 4. And I'm like, that's not a bad price.
Yeah.
Okay.
So take them in and out whenever you want.
So a change. Well,
my hair.
If you have not watched the last video, you should go watch it, because then you will meet our newest addition, baby Teddy.
I forgot that we didn't announce you were pregnant.
No, we did not, because
so you got
it was so early on
in
March of 2021. No, end of February, beginning of March, somewhere in there.
And we filmed the last in May. We didn't.
Yes, yeah. So he was like a surprise. I always wanted 4, but I hate being pregnant. So like, I wasn't for sure if we'd ever have 4, because I knew I would never like
actively get yourself pregnant.
And we didn't actively get pregnant with Emery either.
Yeah.
So,
or like purposefully, I guess. Not, of course you were active.
It was a happy accident. Yes. Yeah, we had to be active for it to happen. But, so Teddy was a surprise. I mean, I don't know what says surprise baby more than having a 14-year-old and a newborn.
Yeah, Sophie started high school this year, and you had a newborn.
Yeah. He is now 10 months old. He was born November 7th of 2021. It was not the easiest pregnancy. I am old. This was, you know, I've had many pregnancies. I had to be... No, actually, physically, I didn't feel necessarily bad.
Just more like...
But like, I was on... Yes, I was on like activity restrictions, because I've always had low blood pressure. Like, really low blood pressure. And for some reason, just with Teddy, they just called it... What was it? Gestational... It doesn't matter. Basically, I just had high blood pressure when I did anything at the very end. So I had to be induced 3 weeks early, and they had to flip him when he was inside of me, so I didn't have to have a C-section. That was hell. Hell. I would not suggest it. Now, it was worth it to avoid the C-section, because I had one with Emery and I did not want another one. But then when he came out, his blood sugar dropped, and so then he had to be in the hospital for another week. And that's, if anybody has been there, even for a day, 2 days, it's tough. I can't imagine months. Like, it was hard. And so really, I just wasn't in the right headspace to film. Like, I was worried about the pregnancy, and I was worried about, then after we had the, you know, Teddy, like, it was just, I was a mess. And so that's why we have delayed filming. When you have a newborn
and you don't sleep, and you, like, you're like, I mean, because Emery is 7.
Yeah.
So you hadn't had a newborn in 7 years. So like,
long time.
It's just like it's...
I mean, there are things that you literally, at least I forgot. I'm like, oh yeah, right. You can't.
When I watched him just this last time, and because he's mobile now, like he's fast crawler.
Fun times.
Whatever. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't remember how this used to be. Like,
and the kids and Tyler were so excited for him to crawl, and I was not. I'm like, you just wait. Life is going to change like quickly, real fast.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that was the biggest change, and that was the biggest reason why we have not filmed.
Yeah, multiple reasons, yes.
What?
Multiple reasons.
Yes, and honestly,
life, just life.
I am an oversharer.
When we get out of the habit of doing something too, it's like hard to like.
Yes, but I'm an oversharer. But when like bad things happen,
shut down.
I shut down, and I need months to like process and then share it with anybody. Like even when I would find out something bad when I was pregnant, I wouldn't tell her for like 6 weeks after. Because that's just she's like, I had no idea
what's been wrong with you. That's why you've been radio silent.
Yeah, because that's how I am. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just, it is what it is. Okay, so now you share.
Okay.
Teddy's amazing, and just between you and me, I think he's our cutest one. Sophie watches. It's okay. I mean, she's really cute now.
Sophie's beautiful.
I just mean as a baby.
Teddy's
as a baby.
Okay.
He's a little shithead though too. I wake him up every morning and I call him my baby face killer because, yeah.
Okay, what have I been doing? Okay, so I set my hair. You added one for me. That I got a new kitchen table. There you go.
That her stepdad built, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Did it's?
I mean, and it looks like
I'm like, you need to sell your.
It looks like something that came off the showroom of like Crate and Barrel. It's amazing.
Nice. Table with black.
And you're painting your kitchen chairs.
Yes, and I'm painting my kitchen chairs matte black to match because they were like white and wood.
And they weren't bad, but like it just didn't go with the table.
Yeah. So that's new.
So because, you know, when we found out we were pregnant with Teddy, we had lived in this house for 6 months-ish.
Maybe, yeah,
and
not even.
So we weren't expecting to have another person and need another bedroom. So we now have a 5th bedroom. It is in the basement, and it's great. What was not great was having a construction crew in your home when you have a newborn, and all the embarrassing shit that I do that I forgot about. I mean, so many moments that I would be doing something and they would like walk up and they would catch me. Like one time I was baking and I looked like a snow leopard, and all 8 construction crew, they were like literally having a powwow in the living room, and I'm standing there like a snow leopard, and I'm like, hi, what's up? This is normal. Another time so Teddy really likes late 90s, early 2000s hip hop and rap. And I was singing Everybody in the Club Getting Tipsy by Chingy. I think it was Chingy, yeah. You know, everybody in the club getting tipsy. Anyways, so I was singing it like full on and dropping it like it's hot while holding him.
Dancing,
and this like fairly like attractive younger construction guy came up, and I turned around while I'm dropping it like it's hot with a baby, and I just had a baby, so it wasn't like I was like looking my best. And I'm like, oh. And I heard him like try to stifle, you know. And I'm like, it's okay. I understand. I would laugh at me too.
But you got a finished basement. Rudy's down there.
Rudy's down there. The rest.
Baby has a room.
Baby has a room. It's not done. That'll be a vlog.
We'll get there. Okay. Oh, bedrooms. Okay. So my 2 girls. Well, Peyton just turned 6 last week. Last week, yeah. Peyton just turned 6. Parker will turn 4 in December. And they, had their own bedrooms.
So verbally advanced for not even being 4 yet.
Parker?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's so tiny, but she will just like full sentences, big vocab.
Oh, it's been that way for like
since she was little. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
So they had their own bedrooms, but Peyton would come out of her room literally 27 times a night. I'm scared. I need to go potty. I need water. Blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't sleep. And I'm like,
now Parker didn't do that, right?
No, not really. No, she didn't. But we ended up moving Parker into Peyton's bedroom so that they have a sleeping room, and then we turned that into a playroom and took all the toys.
Which I think, sorry, I'm just gonna.
And it was like night and day difference with bedtime. Now we like tuck them in, do the routine, read books and whatever, and good night. And it's like, wow.
I think it was the best idea
kids are asleep.
Ever.
Yeah.
I was surprised they hadn't done that sooner, honestly.
But about a month after we did it, Parker's like, I want to go back to my room.
You're like,
Sissy's being mean or whatever. And I'm like, nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
I'd lock them in there and be like, figure it out, girls. Because this is life.
Like, you're not supposed to be talking at all. Go to sleep.
Yep.
So, but it's worked out really
Good.
well, actually. So, yeah.
Okay, so since you have seen me, I have gone to Colorado twice. When I was pregnant, we went. Tyler waited too long to schedule our trip. And we ended up in a place called Grand Lake.
Is it by us?
So you have to drive over Rocky Mountain National Park to get to Grand Lake. It's like 90 minutes, literally, but you're driving next to cliffs. I would, if you like grocery stores and the ability to get gas, like...
You'd go there?
I would not go to Grand Lake.
Oh. I thought that was what you were saying, what they had.
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave that there.
Okay.
Estes Park is still my favorite place in the whole world. We have talked about getting a second like vacation home there. I think we will at some point do that. I don't think we would use it very much right now though.
I just booked an Airbnb in Estes Park for...
Did you?
Not for us. My employees. They get married on Saturday and they're leaving on Sunday.
Rachel was going to pay for their honeymoon. I'm like, what is wrong with
well, part
Rachel?
Most of the Airbnb, yes. Because they're like, well, we don't know if we're going to go because we don't know if we'll be able to afford it or not. And I'm like, go on your honeymoon.
That's not your job. I think Tyler and I should have a wedding renewal like vow thing and then go on another honeymoon. We didn't go on a honeymoon, but go on a honeymoon and then tell Rachel we don't have any place to go.
But I know you have money, so you can figure it out. I mean, I'll help you find a place, but you can.
I'll pay for a couple nights, but that's it.
Get you a wedding gift. Okay. What else have I been doing? Oh, so trips.
She is quite the traveler.
9 trips since we last vlogged. Eureka, twice. Once with you. Punta Cana.
Oh, me and Teddy.
Yes. The 3 of us. Just 3 of us in Eureka. We went to the big cat place, remember?
No, that's...
Just kidding.
We're going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. So Eureka twice, Punta Cana.
Look.
Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks. I think we went twice to Ozarks.
Well, we went once this summer.
And I think
3 times. We went 3 times.
In the last year and a half? Okay, so 10 trips. But the Lake of Ozarks is like a quick weekend thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I went to Tennessee.
It's not like I packed 3 bags.
And then I went to Vegas. And then I went to Phoenix. And then we went to Tahoe. And then I'm going to Phoenix again for Thanksgiving. And then
we are going to
Vegas
for my husband's 40th. But he doesn't know what we're... I mean...
He knows we're going to Vegas.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Well,
that's all we're doing.
That's all we're doing.
There might be like little things.
But I will tell we're not going to a strip club. Like that is not in the itinerary. I don't do strip clubs. I felt the need to put that out there.
I've never once been to a strip club.
I haven't either.
I
haven't been to a strip club, period. Can you imagine me in a strip? I'd be like...
I think I have one time when I was...
I'd be like
really
this.
Young. Yeah, you would...
Die.
No,
it would be terrible.
No.
I'm not judging strippers. I'm just saying
you were just uncomfortable.
Too modest.
You're modest when it comes to you and your body and other people's and think that it's uncomfortable if you're not covered.
I don't mind if you're not covered. It's just, I'd have a hard time talking.
It cracked me up when we went out with some girlfriends. Amanda went with us. We have a friend, Casey, and you know, she had the breast augmentation and whatever, and Casey, you made her list. Anyways, and she like was just showing Amanda and like boom, like popped out of the room, and I
like literally was like
for Amanda, like I don't, you know,
she had pasties on.
Yeah. You don't see nipple or whatever, but I was just like,
weren't you so proud of me though?
At your face because I thought you were gonna be like,
no. I told myself, I'm like,
you had no reaction to that. I think you're getting better.
Yeah, I'm getting
better.
I'm getting better at hiding my emotions.
No, I don't.
Well, actually, it didn't offend. I'm not offended. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay.
But I didn't feel like you felt that uncomfortable.
No, I didn't. Really. No, I didn't.
Because she had way of making you feel yeah, too. Okay.
Yeah, and I just really like Casey. Okay.
Is it my turn? Your turn.
My turn. Okay, so she took mine, kind of. So I was going to tell you people, dreams do come true. Keep dreaming, keep shooting for the stars, because 2 of my big dreams have came true in the past 18 months.
2?
1, we went to the big cat sanctuary.
In Eureka.
And I saw real, like, tigers and ligers and tigons and panthers, like, up close and personal. You have no idea. Like, this was like...
Some of them were, what's his name? Joe.
Not Joe Dirt. Tiger King.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
Tiger King's tigers.
Some of the cats that were there were actually rescued from Tiger King's cat facility, and they are still under... Like, they're still an ongoing trial, so they couldn't talk about them.
Tell us a bunch of details
except to
about
say these were from. But like, oh God, I've never been that close, and
you were in heaven.
It was like a
spiritual. It was pretty cool.
It was like a spiritual experience.
So what's your other dream that came true?
I got to go to the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, which is haunted and based off of The Shining, and I felt like a ghost touched me. I can't even.
What was his name? Pierre?
Pierre. So, Pierre lives in the basement, and he is French. And I felt something before she even told us this. So we were standing in the basement, and the basement is like all, like literally rock. And not like rock, like limestone. You can tell it's like old as shit, right? So I felt something like go like this. And I thought it was like the wind, and I'm like, or like a draft, and I'm looking around, I don't see anything. And then I thought it was Rudy, because I felt it again at the bottom. And I'm like, but no, Rudy, there was no way it could be Rudy. So me, Rudy, and Sophie went. Tyler scheduled this for me because I'd wanted to do it for years, but you had to be a certain age to do it. So this was the first year that the kids could do it. Yes. So then right after that, she said, we have a ghost down here who's quite the womanizer. His name is Pierre. He's French. And he really likes...
Didn't you feel something on your ankle too?
Uh-huh. He said, this was a little bit after, so he really likes attractive women. And I'm like, thank you, Pierre. And a ghost made me feel good about myself. So, she said, a lot of times you will feel something in your hair or sometimes down around your feet. Literally felt something brush against my ankle.
So those are your dreams that came
Pierre, I thank you. I don't know if you can watch this from the basement of the Stanley, but thank you.
Probably not.
Doesn't take much. But yes, those are my 2 dreams. 2 of them. I have many more.
What follows that? So
how do you compete with that?
The girls started maybe they started dance before a year and a half ago. No. So both the girls started dance, both the girls started gymnastics, and Peyton, I think she was in tennis before we started.
She was in tennis.
So now like the girls are like full on activities and evening stuff. You have 4 of them, so I just don't know how you do it because I'm always
we don't do it. We don't do it well. We don't do it well.
Yeah. So, yeah, and they love it. Actually, Peyton is not doing dance anymore. Well, dance was over. Peyton did not go on stage for recitals.
Oh.
She was too scared. Also, I was like the assistant teacher and so also the stage mom. And the dance teacher got sick on recital day. So it was me with 17 3-year-olds to get on ready and on stage. And of course, it's my daughter is not who's like, oh my God. I'm like, God, you guys, it's okay. You've been
so she's not doing dance anymore.
No, she doesn't want to.
Parker is.
So there's a drill team clinic coming up, and I'm like, hey, do you want to do this clinic? It's fun and whatever. And then you get to perform. She heard perform. She's like, no,
Mom.
And I said, well, what if Harper does it with you? That's her new best friend in kindergarten. And she like got quiet and thought about it for a second. She's like, still no.
No.
Still no.
Good for her.
So she doesn't do performances, but she's sticking with gymnastics and tennis. She asked me, in gymnastics, do we have to like do a show? And I was like,
no. Nope. But like my niece, Penelope, who she used to go, so Emery goes to the same gymnastics place, and that they go to, and Penelope used to go to that one. I'm just looking for a pen. And I hate pencils. I know, that's weird. And Penelope's amazing. She's the same age as Emery, but she's to the age where she does do competitions now.
Oh, she does? Wow.
So, but even then, it's not that long. It's like, go do the vault, go do the bars. It's not like a long performance.
Yeah.
Okay. So, since I have seen you, we have gone on, I can't even count all the traveling tournaments that our kids are in. Teddy is quite the traveler. I mean, he's stayed in more hotels than any other baby out there. Yeah, Midwest hotels, we are good friends now.
It just sounds like dirty, you know?
And, we've also, 6 months after we had Teddy, which we went to Cancun because it was for the husband's, with his mortgage company movement. If you need a home loan, call Tyler Baker, 785-383-4820 for all your mortgage needs. There we go. That's it. Okay. That's why we went though. And literally, like, before I even had Teddy, I knew about this. And I was like 6 months postpartum in a fucking swimming suit.
I went to Costa Rica 3 months postpartum with Parker.
It sucks.
Like,
because
I was pumping. I had to take my pump.
I did not.
And do that. So like,
but like, and honestly, my body, like, I wasn't like I wasn't super like overweight or anything, but my body, it always does, it will hold on to that like last 10 pounds up until the baby hits 9 months, because literally since then, I feel like I'm like back down to normal, but like it didn't matter what I did. And I dieted, like really dieted, did not cheat for what I started. It was
right
like
after you had him.
It was in December. And
you went in May, right?
Yes, but I was good. Like, I'm like, this is not going to ruin your trip. You're still going to put on a swimming suit. You're still going to enjoy yourself, even if you're not exactly how you want to look.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that.
Because in the past, it would have stopped me.
You. Yeah, your trip or whatever.
Yes.
You wouldn't have want to get on a swimsuit or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the past year and a half, we have had, unfortunately, 2 funerals, but also a wedding in the family. My 97-year-old grandma finally passed away in April. Not finally. But like finally, because like she's 97, like she lived a long life.
And that happened literally the night, was it the night before we were supposed to leave for Eureka?
Oh yeah.
And she told me,
maybe 2 nights before,
but I was in the shower
that week. Yeah,
yes,
before.
I was in the shower and I'm like, there's no way she's gonna want to go. And then she's like, nope, I still want to go. And I'm like, okay.
Well, because we needed, like, the funeral stuff was, like, planned for the following week after we got back.
And we had been planning this for a while.
We rented the Airbnb in Eureka and, like, couldn't get our money back for it or whatever. And I'm like...
and honestly, I think your grandma would have wanted you to go.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
And, it was a welcome distraction from that.
And it was sad. It was sad, yes. It's always sad when somebody passes. However, she had lived a long and full life.
Yeah.
Which always, it helps, like, you know what I mean? When it's that situation.
And then my aunt on my mom's side passed.
And that was sad.
Yeah. I mean, yes, she was not near as old as my grandma, but, she had cancer and was in remission. Cancer.
But
then it came back and was like everywhere. So she was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna.
She had children that were old. I mean, not like small kids, but they were like adults.
Yes.
Like our age? Okay, no, older than us. But she had grandchildren that were, that's unfortunate.
And then we had a wedding. Well, we've probably had a couple weddings.
Oh, yeah.
A family member wedding, I guess.
So this is kind of another big one. I found 2 new loves of my life.
Makeup.
No.
Brands.
No. First of all, Audible.
Oh.
So my husband turned me on to Audible, and it is a legitimate addiction, a legitimate problem, but I love it with all of my heart and soul. I'm not even kidding. Like, I used to read, like when I was little, instead of, I went to recess, I would take a book with me. And my mom was like, you have to stop. That's weird. You cannot. But I did it, right? So, but like with kids, it's hard to read as much. Not anymore. Not with my AirPods.
Well, you used to listen to like podcasts and stuff.
Not podcasts. I would listen to YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm kind of embarrassed to say that like I haven't listened to YouTube in months because Audible. Oh my gosh.
So you just listen to books
all day. So my husband's had Audible for years, right? And I think I have now listened to more books than he has in years. Like I found. I
told you Billy has like 12 Audible credits.
So
like, how do I give these to you?
I know how you can transfer them. I looked it up. I did.
How can I get her credits?
Because so Tyler one day I was like, hey, I really want to listen to this book. Will you buy more credits? Because his membership is like 2 credits a month, but I listen to the free books too because I just want to listen. So I went and looked at the account. He bought 3 credits, and I'm like,
jackpot,
take me now, Tyler. Just like,
you know the way to get my pants off.
Yes, exactly.
Buy me Audible credits.
You could pay me that way. I mean, not for sex, but you know what I mean.
He's your husband. I mean, yeah.
Well, I just mean in general. Like, if anybody needs any work that is not sex related, you can pay me an Audible credits.
Oh God.
My other new love, is Crocs. So I don't ever wear any other shoes. And look at these.
She ran 4 miles in them, like I said last time.
So these, I didn't even pay for these. I didn't actually touch, but I would. When we were in Cancun, you would get gifts from like Tyler's mortgage company every night. Like, they'd show up at your door.
Oh, they gave you those?
Yes.
Really?
I haven't taken them off since. Like,
seriously. But you had those ugly ass.
Yeah, but those were Walmart brand.
So they weren't real Crocs. Yeah, so but real Crocs are way better.
I mean, I
don't know if I've ever put real Crocs on.
These are amazing. I don't ever take them off. They're probably like gross right now. However, look, I do have on socks.
Pretty comfy.
With
my Crocs. Of course you do.
I love them. Like, seriously, I don't. I mean, I bet people up at Emory School, when I bet they think I don't have any other shoes.
Like that woman.
And I wear them with like things that you probably shouldn't wear them with. I don't care. I love them. I love them.
So Audible and Crocs, your 2 new loves, huh?
Like forever. We will be together forever.
I don't know.
No, we will.
Wait until you find another great new shoe. Have you tried those cloud things, sandals?
No. There's, I know.
But they're slides.
No, this is forever.
I'm gonna
I
buy
do.
you
I have a pair of those. Tyler bought them for me before we went to Cancun.
Yeah. Do you like those?
They're okay. They're just not Crocs.
Okay.
And they're not my dog chewed slides. Okay.
What else was the new for me? Oh, we have probably been through about 24 employees with our business in the last year and a half.
I cannot believe the amount of issues that they have with their employees. Like, honestly, it
we
makes
could do a whole
me
vlog on all the freaking.
It makes me never want to have a business that you have to have employees.
It's crazy.
At one point, I told her that she needed to get her gun out. Let's just put it that way.
I've had to call the cops multiple times.
The one that had the problem.
Which one of those problems?
So I just wrote down the one that had the meth problem, and she asked which one. So
we own a landscape company. So, yeah, it's been interesting.
So
just the other 2 weeks ago. So we have 4 or 5 work trucks. I guess 5 if you count Billy's. And 2 of the work trucks got wrecked in 1 week. 1 week. 2.
And they're expensive.
I'm like, awesome. I had just gotten off the phone with insurance talking about a claim for the first one. And Billy sent me pictures of the other truck that somebody backed into a different car or whatever. I'm like, are you kidding me?
So if you were in
but that's the least of the problems. I won't get into specific employee issues, but yeah, that's nothing compared to.
If you were in the KC metro area and you have landscaping needs, and we use Billy, is it Paradise?
Paradise
Landscape, and his phone number is
913-907-0111.
Billy.
Irrigation, lighting, hardscape, landscape, patios.
They did our whole yard, and no complaints. It's great. So
yeah, but just don't own your business. It's really not all it's cracked up to be. Unless you don't have to have employees, then I would recommend it. We've now downsized. We have, this year we started out with 12 employees. We have 5 now. So we're starting to replace all of men with equipment and only keep the best that we have.
What Elon Musk said is coming true. You're replacing people with robots. Which, I mean, I guess if people suck and are unreliable.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you don't show up to work or when you get caught shooting up heroin in the bathroom while you're working or whatever,
I feel like that's a fireable offense.
Get rid of them.
I can say I've never done that.
No, me either.
Okay, so this was kind of another dream of mine. that came true. So years ago, I saw people on Facebook working out attached.
I have it on my list too.
Okay, well, so working out attached to cables. And I remember asking Rachel, I'm like, what? Have you seen this? I didn't know what it was called. And she's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So I ended up it took me like 3 years to even know what it was called. So it's called aerial bungee fitness. So, and I would randomly, like once every couple months, look it up and see if there was any studios. There wasn't any for years. So finally found one. It's down in the West Bottoms, and my dream came true, and we tried it, and I loved it. It's like, you feel like you're Peter Pan. I mean, it's like right up my alley.
Yeah. So it was just me and you the first time we went.
Uh-huh.
And then we went a second time.
And we took Tyler.
And Kristen came too.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's
fun.
It's seriously, it feels like you're a kid again. Like you get to run and jump
so we can
and
do the
flip.
next class.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, because we're just beginners.
And I don't like working out, but like this didn't. No, I like walking or hiking, but I don't like
a workout class or whatever.
But no, it goes by so fast. Like it didn't even feel like a workout. It was just like, you know, when you were a little kid and you played at the park.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
It was so much fun.
It was fun. I had that on my list too.
I'm sorry I took it.
Because I remembered that we had done.
And well, she was shocked when I'm like, I like text her and I'm like, you want to go to a workout class with me Saturday? And she's like, is this Amanda? What? Am I really talking to the same person?
Like, who's doing her phone?
I know.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. What do I have left? Okay, so my family has had, I don't know if we all got it, COVID twice in the last year and a half.
You guys were so sick at the beginning of the summer. Like,
that wasn't COVID.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, Peyton it was just
Peyton was in the ER. Yeah. So we had COVID, and Peyton and I had to take her to the ER. She had 104 fever for
days.
7 days. And like medication would only bring it down like a degree, like 103 or something.
I mean, they were even testing for meningitis. That's how scary it was.
That's why I took her to the ER initially, because day 3 or 4, she's like, my neck hurts.
They were you texted me and I'm like, get her to the ER now. They were contemplating a spinal tap, which is incredibly painful.
Yeah, because they ruled out, they're like, shouldn't have COVID, shouldn't have strep, shouldn't have whatever.
They never actually figured out what she had, did they? They suspected Rocky Mountain.
They thought it was something from a tick bite, but like a week later, Parker got sick.
But Parker wasn't
near as bad. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, there was a virus going around over the summer with really high fevers. And like that was one of the only symptoms, is really high fevers. And of course, the kids get lethargic when they have fevers that high. So like low energy. Because your body has
is spending so much energy trying to fight whatever you have.
But I mean, she had a febrile seizure too when her fever was so high. I didn't witness it because I had ran to the store to get more Tylenol and ibuprofen. She was in my bed, like sleeping, and Billy was downstairs watching TV, and I ran to the store to get more medicine, and I came back 15 minutes, I was gone maybe, and I feel her, and she's burning up, like hotter than I've ever, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like stripping like blankets and like stuff with pillows and stuff. I'm like turning the fan on high, and she's burning up, but she had foam coming out of her mouth, because you know, like when you see
that's scary.
And I was like, Billy, we gotta go back to the ER.
When she told me about, like, I was scared for her because it did not sound good.
No, it was very, very scary.
Okay, so we are running.
Yeah, COVID was nothing.
We're running long.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna quickly. So Sophie started high school. It is weird to have a high schooler and a newborn. I can say that. Rudy's dream came true. He's finally playing middle school football, and he is fucking killing it.
Of course.
Seriously.
Of course.
Emery, her dream also came true, and she's finally in a ballet class, and she is loving it. And she does gymnastics too, but she's been begging to do dance for years. And I finally got my shit together and signed her up for one.
Okay, I'll do my last few real quick.
Okay.
I feel like I have you added this one.
Yeah.
Social life. I have like Billy and I.
Rachel has an abundant social life.
Sometimes I'm like, I just don't want to do anything this week.
It's
either, so we're doing something every weekend, either socially or like with family. Like we have something every weekend.
Or most weekends both.
Yeah, family thing or something.
Family and then a separate friend thing.
Yeah. I sometimes I'm like, I just need a break.
I couldn't do it.
Whatever, you're doing it now. Just in the last month. Okay, this girl's been going out with me every time.
It's only like once a week. And actually, one time I went out without her because
because I needed a break.
I went to this bougie fancy party and I felt
I
like,
was invited and I was like, guys, I gotta sit
this
one out.
Yeah, I did not.
And I was like, Amanda, go. Yeah, go, girl.
Just living my best life briefly.
Anyway, social life. Oh, also, I got 2 new tattoos.
This was part of her new social life, P.S.
You can't see it. It's a breast cancer ribbon for
a friend.
I feel like I just stuck my foot in your face and then it was going to break my hip.
I don't care. Maybe we'll bring it up again, but I don't want to
go into that.
Mm-hmm. Well, in case it's anyways.
Yes.
So yeah, in addition to her little thing, so, I rarely make new friends. Like, as an adult, I can count on one hand the amount, like, since I've been, like, 21, I can count on one hand the amount of, like, new real friends I've made, right? I don't make that many new friends. However, or not even, like, especially, like, good friends.
But you don't even have a desire to necessarily either, really.
No, I don't. It's like a happy accident when it happens. But I have met another real friend, and I feel like we are, like, going to be good friends. And Rachel knows her, and it's Casey, and she's the one that, and I really, really like her.
I was actually introduced to Casey.
Yeah, Rachel's known her way longer than me.
Not that long, though.
Wow.
Because we just talked about Casey, and we're like, dude, we only went out for the very first time like a year ago, which this was like a few months ago.
Yes.
So I'm like, I've seen her socially. Yeah. Maybe
Casey's told me so many times, she's like, I thought I would not like you at all, and you intimidated me. And I'm like, me?
She said that at first. She's like, I thought Amanda would be intimidated. She's like, yeah, because she's so pretty. That's what she told me.
Is that not, bless her heart? She probably needs glasses. But Casey, get your vision checked. Thank you.
I think that's all I have.
Okay, I have a new brow routine. Okay, I hate doing my brows. However, they look good. Yeah, they've looked good for months since my new brow routine. Like, and I'm not being conceited. They just, seriously, like, I don't know. I don't even know where the camera is. Mm-hmm. They look more natural. Like, I look at past pictures and I'm like, oh God, it looks like I colored them in with a marker. We will go over that at some point. I hate doing my brows on camera. It's like anxiety, but I will do it. Yeah, it's good. So Sophie's getting ready to go to homecoming, and oh my gosh, I'm on a group text with like 30 other parents. You would think that the queen, who just died, R.I.P., was coming to, like, the amount of prep that
is going into homecoming.
It's too much. I'm just like, I can't. Like, I'm glad. Just tell me where I need to be, when I need to be there, what I need to bring. I don't need to make any other decisions. Our neighborhood has been talking about putting a pool in for 12 years. Now, we haven't lived here. We've lived here just under 2 years. However, I've heard from all the neighbors that they've been promising a pool for 12 plus years. We finally got one. Woohoo! It opened mid-July.
When summer's over?
Yeah, I know. Rod rock, thanks. But it's literally like we can't even drive because it's like so close. Like, if we drove, people would make fun of us.
Is it as small as it looked when they were building it?
I haven't actually been.
Oh. Because it looks tiny.
We go to the country.
This whole neighborhood?
Are at a country club that has a pool, and but Amory's been a ton. The kids have been a ton, and it's so close that it is really nice. Last thing, people. So you know our feeling on dick pics, right? Gross. Save it. Don't want to see it. Keep it in your pants. Okay. This got brought up Saturday night when we were being social, and I thought I heard somebody's husband, Casey's husband, say they have an app for dick pics, and literally Tyler's like, could you have yelled that across the restaurant?
You're like, what? They got an app for dick pics?
And so he started laughing. He's like, no, I was being sarcastic. No, people, they really do.
So she gets on Google.
Yeah, they really do have an app for dick pics. Too. And Dickshire. Dickture. I'm like, what does it do? Does it put a face on them?
Like
Does it smooth
glitters?
them out? Does it stretch them out? Like, this thing, I don't care if
You're
you
not gonna
have
download it, are
shaft
you?
shot.
Just to see?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Or dick sure. Okay? I don't care. I still don't want to see it. I don't care how pretty you make your dick look. I don't want to see it. I'm sorry.
On that note, it's been 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
So make sure that's what we've been doing for the last,
subscribe.
Year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Ring the bell.
Do not download shaft shot or dick sure.
I want somebody to do it. Just tell me what it is.
Then do it on your own phone. I don't want that on my phone history.
Maybe I'll
be like, what perv is that?
Tell them not to
Okay.
send me the pictures.
Yeah. We love you. We've missed you, and we're glad that we're back. Bye. Bye.